What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live 6v6 edition. This is episode number 19, and coming into today, we are sitting at a record of 15-4. We actually lost the last match, which really stinks, especially because we were going to win that match, it looked like, but that got interrupted when we had an untimely flinch come our way, and that led to a Gyarados sweep, and it was just an unfortunate time. But when stuff like that happens, you just got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get ready for the next match and try to win that one. That's what we're trying to do today. We're bringing a couple of fresh new faces, and by a couple of fresh new faces, I mean an entirely new team with a couple of Pokemon we have yet to use on the channel, so that's pretty cool. I'll go over that in a second, but before we do that, I would like to remind you guys, if you haven't done so already, please make sure, if you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff, that you are clicking that thumbs up button right below this video. It does help out a lot, and of course I always encourage you guys to also leave a comment down below with whatever your thoughts may be at the current time. If you want to talk about the video, so be it. If you want to talk about different games, it doesn't really matter, as long as you're you know, having that interaction down there, maybe starting a discussion. Who knows? That is the place to do it. I love reading your guys' comments also, so it's all just a win-win. So let's take a look at the team here. We got Sub-Disable Gengar, which is one of my favorite sets to run. Really like that set. So we'll see if it puts in any work today. I don't know. Then we got Utility Defensive Cloyster. Shelly is her name. That won't show up because, you know, nicknames are not a thing on Battle Spot. But yeah, Shelly it is. She's got Rapid Spin, Spikes, Icicle Spear, and Ice Shard. Puts in a lot of work. I really enjoy that set. A lot of people think you're just going to Shell Smash, and then you can get a free spin off or a free layer Spikes, and it's a lot of fun. Then we got Specially Defensive Cradily. Pretty standard. Giga Drain, Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Recover. We've got Physically Offensive, I was about to call this Empoleon, Emboar with Flare Blitz, Superpower, EQ, and Wild Charge. I typically run it with a Choice Scarf or a Choice Band in a normal metagame setting, but obviously there's no items, so we're just using it as an all-out attacker. Then we have our Hustle Durant with Baton Pass, Hone Claws, Iron Head, not Iron Claw, Iron Head, and Stone Edge for those fire types like Talonflame that love to switch in, that just get swiftly OHKO'd by said Stone Edge. So that is that. The Baton Pass is great because we can use it as like a Volt Switch type move. We can also pass Boost to Emboar if the situation presents itself. And then last but not least, we have Ohm the Jolteon, the original Ohm the Jolteon, because the one that I was using wasn't working out. It was bred for me by a subscriber, and the IVs and speed were less than 30. I don't know what it was, but it was getting outsped by Greninja and anything faster. So Greninja's only base 122, Jolteon is base 130, and it's timid, and I know it wasn't running, nothing was running Choice Scarf because, you know, it's itemless meta and all that. So we are packing the T-Wave just because I wanted that extra speed. I run into Greninjas constantly, and actually we don't have a Greninja here. This is actually a pretty darn cool team. I like this a lot. This is like my 8th time trying to record this episode because of, let's see, forfeits, DCs, the audio wasn't recording, and then I had a couple matches where people just brought the most try-hardest thing ever, and it was terrible. I did not want to subject you guys to that, so this looks pretty cool. So hopefully it all works out here. We got Azumarill, Tentacruel, Rotom, Mow, Ferrothorn, Trevenant, and Blastoise. So he's got 3 grass Pokemon, 3 water type Pokemon. So Jolteon kind of poops on a majority of this team. Let's be real here. If Jolteon had HP Ice, it would poop on just about everything. Well, no, HP Fire, I guess. Yeah, because of Ferrothorn. So let's see. Leads. Probably that Rotom. If I really had to guess, I'd say Rotom. So I'm gonna say I want to lead off with Jolteon. Yeah, that sounds about right. Emboar takes care of those grass types, but water and grass types actually really do complement each other very nicely. So, yeah. We're going to lead off with Jolteon here. There's no immunities to electricity, so we can fire off Volt Switches, T-Waves, T-Bolts, you know, all that good stuff without worry. So that's kind of an interesting team choice, just to have 3 water Pokemon, 3 grass Pokemon. Don't think I've seen that before here on 6v6, but I'm always open to new things. We see the Tentacruel starting things off, maybe for Toxic Spikes. I'm not really sure. What I do know is that I don't think you're going to stay in here. I really don't see that. I don't see that being a thing. So I kind of want to Volt Switch out to get some momentum, depending on what you want to go into. And this is great because we potentially can get some damage if he does want to stay in. We can get some damage off in this Tentacruel, which is his spinner, and then we can start setting up all kinds of hazardous things. So Volt Switch it is. See what you want to do. You are going to withdraw. Grass type is incoming, and we are going to get the heck out of here as Ferrothorn comes out. That is interesting. That is interesting. We do have Emboar, which can take care of that. But let's see. Do I really want to do that? I kind of want to go into Gengar sub because he's probably going to Leech Seed me. The problem with that is that if he just Gyro Balls, he will eventually win. So I'll be eventually forced to just go for a Shadow Ball, and that's not going to kill in any universe. So we're going to go into the Gengar here anyway, because why not? Why not? I mean, not necessarily, because if he subs and he just continues to go for a Gyro Ball, I'm going to disable it. So, yeah. Sub it is. Are you going to switch? I don't know what you would bring in. I mean, I guess Tentacruel maybe? You could be trying to predict a Focus Blast. The way I brought that in is like, oh, maybe he has HP Fire even. No, nobody runs HP Fire Gengar. I mean, it sounds kind of like something I might run. Honestly it does. But no, I don't have HP Fire Gengar. Was his name Vegeta? Did I just see that correctly? No, he's going to withdraw, so we're going to get a free sub up. Okay, that's fine by me. He's scared. Yeah, he's going to go into the Tentacruel predicting an not an HP Fire. Really? No, not HP Fire. Focus Blast. Pretty sure. Pretty darn sure. We outspeed this, so I am perfectly fine to just go for a Shadow Ball here. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but we'll get something off. And then we can disable Scald if he wants to go for it, and I don't think he has much else to hit me with. That does an okay chunk. Oh, we get the special D-drop. That is really unfortunate. He's going to set up the Toxic Spikes, which stinks because Cloyster is going to have to get poisoned. Poor Shelly. Poor Shelly has to get poisoned because Gengar doesn't get rid of said things, said Toxic Spikes. But hopefully we only have to deal with Cloyster being poisoned and nothing else. The Ferrothorn is going to come back out. We still have our sub intact. I'm not sure what you're doing here, bud. Or not bud. Why did I say bud? That sounds bad. I should not have said that. There's the Shadow Ball. That doesn't do nearly as much as we needed it to. A special D-drop there would have been great, but that is just way too haxy for me. So we're going to go for Shadow Ball. We're going to win this matchup because you switched it in. This Gengar is giving you some issues. You did get those Toxic Spikes up, which is great. Because looking at my team, it doesn't look like I have anything that has Rapid Spin, because nobody runs Rapid Spin on Cloyster. I shouldn't say that. Most people don't. Most people just run it as a Shell Smashing sets, and nobody predicts it to have the Rapid Spin. Just for some reason, nobody expects that. I don't understand why. I mean, it's got like base 180 physical defense, so it can come in on a lot of things. He's going to withdraw again to take another Shadow Ball. You don't have anything immune to it. You're just going to go into your Blastoise and take a butt ton of damage. And I don't know that I want to go for a Sludge Bomb, even though it does more damage. That's iffy. No, because he still has he has Tentacruel and he has the Ferrothorn, so there's no reason for me to go for anything but Shadow Ball. He's going to stay in now to break the sub, and that's fine. Perfectly fine. But this Blastoise is going to go down. He took all kinds of damage on just a bunch of Pokemon. Tentacruel took some damage, Ferrothorn took some damage, and something's going to have to die now or take more damage. So I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. Oh, it looks like Roman's online. Well, hello, Roman. When you watch this video, that's going to be interesting. I don't think that's happened before. Roman is here, ladies and gents. Prepare for the hacks to end all hacks. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, Blastoise is going down, so that's great. That's one less threat that we have to worry about as far as Emboar is concerned, so that's cool. What are you going to go into now? The Ferrothorn again, or the Tentacruel maybe? Yeah, the Tentacruel is going to come out, and I kind of want to set up another sub, kind of. Yeah, we can't do much to this thing. Another Shadow Ball is not enough to kill it. I think it's going to take 2 more, at least. But I'm going to set up another sub anyway. This Gengar is putting in a lot of work. I'm happy with what it's done so far. Definitely happy. We see the Muddy Water. Not even Scald. And that's scary because it just is. It is just scary because it can reduce accuracy, pretty sure. So we're going to disable that, as I'm pretty sure he's going to go for it again or switch out. No, he's not going to switch out. So go for Muddy Water again. Do it. Yep, he does go for it again. Now we can set up, or we can just go for a Shadow Ball, I guess. Yeah, let's just go for a Shadow Ball on something. Let's try to hit something with the Shadow Ball. He may switch out now. That's the only thing he has to hit me with. He has like Venoshock, which would be really good on a Toxic Spike set. He might go for that now. I'm not really sure. We shall see. This Gengar is giving him fits, though, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That is why I enjoy this set so much. It's so fast. Not a lot of things outspeed it. I mean, of course, in OU, you do have the Greninjas and Talonflames, and priority is a bit of an issue for it unless it's protected by a substitute. He's going to stay in to take a Shadow Ball. We get another special D-drop. This one doesn't matter. He's going to go for the Giga Drain, which does absolutely nothing. I could have gotten a sub up for free there if I wanted to. I really could have, because that's not going to break the sub. So, yeah, but he's going to get some HP back, so no, it's not worth it. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball. He's going to withdraw here. So we could have got another free sub up. He's just switching all over the place. The Azumarill comes in. Oh, he's going to get an Aqua Jet off of me. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, but we deal a nice chunk and get another special D-drop. I'm sorry, my friend. This is what happens when Roman comes online. What can I say? What can I say? I'm not going to go into Cradily because even though the Aqua Jet is very, very obvious, I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I don't want to get poisoned. We need to go into Cloyster and Rapid Spin before we do anything. So, yeah, we're going to let this Gengar go down. There's no way you're taking an Aqua Jet from an Azumarill. It's just not happening. Not from 53 HP. No. But you put in a butt ton of work. So much work. What we could do is... Oh, he's got the Trevenant, though, and that scares me. That scares me. He's probably going to go into the Ferrothorn. To be fair... To be completely fair, he's probably going to go into the Ferrothorn. I don't think he's going to go into the Trevenant. I don't think that's going to happen. Just don't see that happening. Ladies and gents, I don't see that happening. So we are going for a Rapid Spin. I think he's... he may switch out into Rotom. No, that would be really silly. The Ferrothorn. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know why I was thinking Rotom. I love Rotom though. I really do. It's such an amazing Pokemon. One of my favorite forms. I like the base form of Rotom a lot too. It's unfortunate that it's stuck way down in P. I guess that's not unfortunate, but he's going to stay in here with this Azumarill and take a Rapid Spin to the face. That does absolutely nothing. And he goes for the Play Rough. We are going to be able to take that. Oh wow, we took that really well. He gets a attack drop here, which kind of stinks. But, I mean, it doesn't matter at the same time. What we can do is get up a layer of spikes. I definitely want to do that. We don't need this Cloyster for anything. Shelly has done her duty, so to speak. Another Play Rough is coming our way. And we can get up another layer of spikes, it looks like, or switch out. But to be fair, I really don't have much of a switch in. Actually, Aqua Jet is what's coming. We could take advantage of that and go into Cradily, I guess, but Jolteon can survive an Aqua Jet from where it's at and scare this Azumarill away. So we're going to let Shelly go down here. I'll go for another layer of spikes, and the off chance you don't. Nope, you are going to go for the Play Rough. Okay, I'm happy I did not switch out there. That would have been a bad play. Oh, rest. You're going to let me go down to Poison. Fair enough. That is interesting. Play Rough, Rest, Azumarill. You don't have Chesto, obviously, because there's no items. So Shelly's going to go down here. She got up her 2 layer spikes and a Rapid Spin. You can't really ask too much more of her. She did great. She took 2 Play Roughs plus like 3 turns of poison damage. And we're talking about Play Roughs from an Azumarill of all things. So I can't really be upset with her. Now, the question is, do you have Sleep Talk? That would be freaking scary. That would be really, really scary. We can go into Durant here and start setting up Hone Claws. And I think that's just going to cause some problems because I'm pretty sure we outspeed everything on my opponent's team now. So Aqua Jet would really be the only thing that we're afraid of. Although Jolteon is a possibility. You know what? No, we're going to go into Durant. Just what it is. It'd be cool if... Oh, wait. No. Ferrothorn is a thing. No. Oh, you know what? We're going to set up a Hone Claws and then Baton Pass out if he brings in the Ferrothorn. That's what we're going to do. And then we'll have an Emboar that will be a force to be reckoned with. We're going to see the withdrawal here. Ferrothorn is most likely coming out. Yep. You're going to take some spikes damage because we do have those 2 layers of spikes. So you really can't switch in that many times. Looks like 2 more times and you'd be dead. But, yeah, it's not going to be worth taking all of that damage, I don't think. No, it's not looking like it. So I think I want a Baton Pass out. Do I? Or is it worth just going for Iron Heads here? I think Iron Head might actually be able to kill a 2-8 KO here. We'd have to take 2 turns worth of Iron Barbs. There's no Rocky Helmet. Because we are Hustle, so it's going to deal a butt ton of damage. Like I said, we outspeed everything, so we only have to worry about Aqua Jet, but that Azumarill's asleep. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for the Iron Head here. We're playing a little bit rambunctiously. Is that a word, rambunctiously? That was almost a KO. That's incredible. We see the Leech Seed, which stinks. I'll be honest, that stinks. I really wanted that Ferrothorn dead. We can KO it here. It might be worth it to switch. I don't know. No, you know what? We're just going to get rid of this thing. We're going for the Iron Head. Protect! You're gonna Protect stall me with Leech Seed. Oh, no. No. I don't like that. I don't want to take any more damage on this Durant. I'm pretty sure we can still... can we? No, he's pretty much back to where he was before. That's not gonna kill. That is not gonna kill. I don't want a Baton Pass because we'll pass the Leech Seed, which stinks. This stinks. This is not a good position to be in. I guess we can just go into the Emboar, though, because I want to say that EQ will kill regardless. No, there's no reason to do that. We can just Flare Blitz. I want to say one of those water types would come in as he sets up the rocks. So Stealth Rock, Leech Seed, Protect. That's just disgusting. I don't like that one bit. Question is, are you going to leave this Ferrothorn in to die at this point? I would not be surprised if you did do that. But he's got the Tentacruel and the Azumarill that might want to come in here. I really feel like EQ will kill regardless. I don't see that you're going to switch in Trevenant or Rotom Mow. Going to go for the EQ. He's going to withdraw. Bring in the Tentacruel. No, the Azumarill. Okay. That's fair enough because he's going to take some spikes damage. The EQ will do okay. It's not going to do a lot. But he's not going to wake up this turn. Wow. We might have been able to actually just kill with another EQ. But I think that's a little bit skewed because of the spikes. So we're just going to go for the Wild Charge to be safe. I want this thing dead. And I don't know what he's going to do about that. Tentacruel and Azumarill will both die. Unless he wants to just go back into the Ferrothorn to sack it off. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's been switching a lot. If he wants to switch in Rotom Mow, he won't be able to kill me in one hit. So I don't know. I don't know. No, he's just going to leave this Azumarill in, and that means no priority for you. Azumarill's going down. Emboar picking up a kill with a crit. That was meaningless. We saw how much the EQ did, so obviously a super effective hit was going to do way more. So, yeah, we may see, I don't know, we may see the Tentacruel come in now because it does outspeed, actually. And that's unfortunate because if it wants to get up another layer of Toxic Spikes, it will be perfectly able to do that. There's not much I can do to stop it, which, that's a bit unfortunate. I'll be serious here, that's a bit unfortunate. So we are about 15 minutes into this battle. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I guess this match is dragging on a little bit. It's unfortunate that rocks are up on our side of the field, but to be fair, none of the Pokemon we have remaining really care about rocks too much. The Rapid Spin is mostly there just for things like Sticky Web and Spikes. My team doesn't like Spikes too much. Yeah, the Tentacruel is going to come out here. That was the right play to make. Definitely a good play because you can set up Toxic Spikes now, and there's really nothing I can do about it. The question is, what do I want to switch in? If I switch in Cradily to predict a Water-type move, I will get the boost, but that's not really going to help me because you can still set up Toxic Spikes. Durant is going to take a lot of damage, though. Yeah, I guess we have to go into Cradily because I don't want you getting poisoned. So if you set up Toxic Spikes now, we might be in a position where we need to bring in Cradily and just leave it in if we get the boost here. Just leave it in until it dies. I don't know. We'll see. Go for the Muddy Water, please. No, he goes for the Toxic Spikes. That was the right play to make. That was good on my opponent's part. Can't knock that at all. We could go for Rocks here because I don't think this thing can really touch me. And if he switches out, he's going to die when he comes back in. If I had to guess, I would say he's just going to set up another layer of Toxic Spikes. So you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to set up some Rocks because we'll deal some chip damage to the Rotom and the Trevenant that are still waiting in the wings. This is a close match. This is definitely a close match. Durant's not going to care about the Toxic Spikes. Jolteon really doesn't care either. It's not going to stay in for long periods of time. It does outspeed my opponent's whole team, and so does Durant. So that's cool. That is cool indeed. There's no mind games going on as far as, who's Choice Scarfed or who might outspeed because there's no items. And then we have the Emboar, which is already slow as anything. Even if we're poisoned, we should be able to take a hit and just Flare Blitz all of the things. Once this Tentacruel is gone, this is his last Water-type Pokemon. No, he's going to switch out. Okay, well that's dead when it comes back in. That is dead as anything. So he's going to take some Spikes damage. I don't think a Giga Drain would have killed, actually. Now that I think about it. I'm not sure what you're going to do to me, though. Unless you're just going to try to set up Spikes. I really don't know what you're going to be able to do to me. Maybe you have Toxic. I don't know. Because we've seen Protect, Leech Seed. What else have we seen? Stealth Rock. We already have rocks up on our side of the field. He's got something else, maybe Gyro Ball, but I'm already so slow. So I'm not really afraid of you. I'm just going to Giga Drain until you die. We outspeed, so Cradily actually outspeeding things, that did absolutely nothing. And I kind of want to just continue to Giga Drain until you're dead, depending on what your move is. It is Gyro Ball. That's not too scary. It's super effective, but I don't think it's going to do that much. No, that doesn't do much at all, and we have the Recover, so I'm going to be able to outstall you here. Unless you get like a super ultra mega crit, I'm not really worried. And if you switch out now, this Ferrothorn is dead when it comes back in. So he's essentially down to 2 Pokemon here. It looks like it's going to take one more Giga Drain, so we probably should recover first, just to get up to as much HP as possible. That's looking like the right play to make. Please don't get a crit. Okay, that doesn't do that much. We can go for a recover here. He still does have that Death Fodder in the Tentacruel if he wants to use that later on, but to be fair, it's really not going to help him that much because of all the hazards that I have up. There's the Gyro Ball again. We need you to not crit, not crit. Alright, yeah, that's not doing much at all for a super effective hit that's coming off Stab Ferrothorn. I'm not sure what the point of bringing this Ferrothorn in here was exactly, when you could have saved it for Durant later on. But now I'm just going to Giga Drain. There's no reason for me not to. Took 3 Giga Drains when it only had like 10% of his HP remaining to kill this thing, but I will take it. I will take Cradily knocking out a Ferrothorn. How often do you see that, ladies and gents? Probably not very often. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe you guys use Cradily different than me, and yours is just a beast. Not so weak like mine. Oh, I love my Cradily. I really do. I love the specially defensive set. I think it's just incredibly good. It's gotten me out of a lot of jams. It's been putting in a lot of work in this episode as well. So let's see, what are you going to go into? You got Rotom, Mo, and the Trevenant remaining. We don't really match up well against either of them, to be fair, because you can just Willow me. You might be No, you're not citrus shenanigans. You might be natural cure, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, you might be natural cure. That would be better for this meta. But we're going to toxic you anyway. We may see a willow coming. Yeah, you're going to willow. I'm fine with that. I would much rather be burned than poisoned. Well, no, he didn't get 2 layers of toxic spikes up, did he? So I wouldn't be toxic poisoned. So I guess, fair enough. It's pretty much the same thing. So we get the toxic off. We'll see if he's going to switch or not. I kind of want to go for a double toxic. Just to see if he's going to. So, otherwise, you know, I'm not really afraid of this Trevenant at all. Or we could go for a cover, predicting that Tentacruel to come in as fodder. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I'm going to go for the Toxic. No, he goes for the Horn Leech. Alright, so he's just going to stay in and let his... Ooh, can we take another hit? That did a lot. I was not expecting it to do that much. I probably should have went for Recover. Ooh, that may have been a bad play. I mean, granted, we should stall at speed with Emboar. We might not survive another Horn Leech. I wonder if that's attack invested Trevenant. That did a lot of damage. To be fair, we don't really need this Cradily for anything. I mean, the Rotom, I guess it would be nice because we kind of sort of wall its stabs. But it outspeeds, so we need to get a Recover off anyway at this point. Let's go for the Recover. He's going to go for the Phantom Force and let me get off a Recover and also do more toxic damage to himself. I do not agree with that play whatsoever. I'm guessing he's got Horn Leech, Willow, Leech Seed, Phantom Force. I guess. I mean, Horn Leech... no, Phantom Force is more powerful, but it's a 2-turn move. So I don't know that I understand that so much. I believe we outspeed, so I might as well go for Recover again. No, we don't outspeed. Never mind. For some reason, I thought we outsped. Forget what I just said. That does an okay amount of damage. We're going to recover off most of it, except for the burn and such. And this Trevenant is going to be dead next turn. So maybe he does have Harvest. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. It looks like we're going to be in a position where we're going to win this match, though. There's just about 7.5 minutes or so. I guess a little more than that on the clock. Go for Recover again. That should be predictable, but he's just going to stay in Horn Leech. Actually, that might make him survive, depending on how much HP he recovers here. Maybe. He might survive with a sliver of HP, so we might have to go through another turn here. Quite possibly. And I guess he's just hoping for a crit at this point. Yeah, he is just going to barely survive. And I kind of want to just recover again. He can't kill me even with a crit. He's going to go for the Horn Leech again. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. This is a little bit of a stall fest. I apologize, folks. At this point, like I said, the match is pretty much won. So if you want to click off the video, now would be a good time. But, you know, it's always good to stay to the end, too, because you never know what might happen. That Rotom might just sweep us. It's hard to say that we just have a victory when there's 3 Pokemon that are still alive. Although, that Tentacruel, as we see the Trevenant go down here, that Tentacruel is going to be dead as soon as it comes in. We may see that here. I don't know how he wants to play this. Maybe, I mean, he's not going to get hurt by anything except for rocks, so there's that. He doesn't get hurt by spikes because he's got the Levitate and all that jazz. But since you can't kill me in one hit, even if you have Leaf Storm, because I'm especially defensive, I'm just going to Toxic you. And get as much residual damage off as possible, and then put a timer on this thing. He's going to go for the T-Bolt, which, why aren't you going for a Grass-type move? You should go for the Leaf Storm, because T-Bolt is not very effective. To be fair, maybe he just doesn't want to lower his special attack. I can understand that. And it looks like Cradily is going to be able to, like, outstall this thing. Like, just stall the rest of his team. Did I really just Toxic Stall? Did I really just do that? I don't know that I like that so much. I'm going to Giga Drain to try to speed this up a little bit. He just keeps going for T-Bolts. I guess next turn we can switch into Jolteon. Because I'm pretty... Ooh, I don't know if we can kill from there with a Shadow Ball, actually. Not that it matters. This match is over. This match is definitely over. So there's no reason to try to preserve a 4-0 or anything like that. All that is important is that we get the victory, and I'm pretty sure we have it secured here. So I'm going to go into Jolteon. At the very least, we'll rack up some more toxic damage on the switch. The match is going to be forfeited. He does not want to get stalled out because it looked like that's what I was doing. I don't blame him for that at all. I was, as you guys saw there, I was going to switch out into the Jolteon, try to speed this up a little bit because I'm not about just having the whole last part of the match just be toxic stall because that's ridiculous. But Cradily did come through for us there, getting us the victory. Both Gengar at the beginning and Cradily at the end, they ended up making a fantastic team. To be fair, my opponent's team was kind of kooky with the half water, half grass, and really not much else. But he still put up a good fight. It seemed like he knew what he was doing. A lot of switches at the beginning, which kind of were curious plays, but we don't know what he was thinking, so, you know, I'm not really one to judge because I make some really ridiculously stupid plays sometimes, so I'm in no position to judge anybody else. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That brings our record to, let's see here. We were 15-4 coming into this episode, so that makes us 16-4, which is pretty darn good, I have to say. Pretty excited to continue using this team. Hopefully we can get a couple more victories, and yeah, if you guys have suggestions on Pokemon that you would like to see me bring to this series, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I don't say that enough, but you guys can leave suggestions if I have something similar in my boxes, or if I can breed it fairly quickly. I'll try to use those Pokemon. Keep in mind, I do breed all of my Pokemon. The only thing I have that are genned are gifts and things that I got through trade, so I'm not just going to be able to gen a Pokemon, you know, in 5 minutes and get it just because you suggested it. Just keep that in mind. But I do also breed in Gen 5, so I can get those move tutor moves, and that's something to think about if you're suggesting Pokemon. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling here. Like I said, probably 4 times already. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all for the next one. But until then, game on.